It's in the details that can make a project stand out. This video covers advanced techniques when working with fonts, so you can create advanced details. Prior to watching this video, we suggest you watch the preceding videos: Font Basics, Fonts 2, Weld and Attach. On the design screen, we've already added 3 text boxes with 3 different fonts to the project canvas. We will treat each font a little differently in the project. We will also be working with 2 additional tools found in the Edit panel: the Ungroup to Layers tool and the Isolate Letters tool. In our example, the word brown is a system font. You can see in the Layers panel that it consists of a single layer. To work with a single letter in the font, click Ungroup. Each letter now shows up in the Layers panel, has been changed to an image, and can be worked with separately. We can now increase the size of the B. Keep in mind that even if the font is grouped again, each letter remains as an image. Next, let's work with the word family. First, we'll reveal the hidden layer by clicking on the eye in the Layers panel. This word consists of groups of letters and groups of layers. It is grouped twice. We can use the Ungroup to Layers function found in the Edit panel to ungroup the different layers of the word, but to keep the letters of the word grouped together. Once this action happens, text will no longer be editable. Next, let's offset the layers of the word family, so the bottom layer appears as a shadow. We also move the F and the Y closer to the rest of the word. To do this, we need to ungroup again to separate each letter from its layers. These letters have been changed to images, so we'll use the Ungroup function in the Layers panel. First, let's select and ungroup the brown layer. Then let's select and ungroup the blue layer. We need to select both layers of the F and move them towards the A. Next, let's select both layers of the Y and move them towards the L. Now let's work with the last text box. As you can see in the Layers panel, this font has layers. Let's use the shadow layer for the abbreviated letters EST, and then weld them together so they appear as one word. We will want to work with each individual letter. To do this, select the grouped phrase and then use the tool Isolate to Letters found in the Edit panel. The letters now appear in the Layers panel. You can see they're separated but remain grouped to their layer. Also, the text is no longer editable. Each letter has become a separate image. To weld the EST together, we'll need to ungroup each letter from its layer and then delete the layer that is not needed. Select the E, ungroup, and then delete the top layer. Repeat the process of ungrouping and deleting for the S, the T, and the period. Now we can position the items how we would like them to appear welded. This is easier if we zoom in on the letters. Once positioned, we can select the images and then click Weld on the Layers panel. They are merged together and appear as one image in the Layers panel. For the numbers, let's use the top layer but delete the shadow layer. To do this, we will select each of the numbers individually in the Layers panel, ungroup, and then delete the bottom layer. The last step in our design is to use the Sync tool to unify our colors. When we click Go at this point, you can see the project goes to our mat in Paper Saver mode. That works great for paper, but if we're using vinyl or iron-on, we would want the images to remain in their on-screen position, or in other words, to be attached together for easier application. Let's return to our design screen. We need to attach the brown images together and then attach the blue images together. The easiest way to do this is to select all images of the same color. Do this by clicking each image while your Control or Command key is pressed. Once all images are selected, click Attach at the top of the Layers panel. This will keep all letters in their on-screen position on the cutting mat. Now repeat the process with the blue images. Even though the images are attached, you can see in the Layers panel that they remain individual images. Now when we click Go, all letters remain in their on-screen position. Remember, when working with layered fonts, you will need to ungroup the text twice to activate the weld and attach functions. Understanding the flexibility of fonts makes it easy to go from inspiration to creation in just a few clicks.